So we sort of know that we're not going to be seeing Tom Hardy's version of Venom taking on Tom Holland's version in the MCU, unless for some reason the third film ends up being some sort of multiverse and Kevin Feige wants that Venom in there. But an old rumor has resurfaced due to Far From Home, and that's looking at the fact that Flash Thompson could possibly be becoming Agent Venom. So for those of you that might be out of the loop with the comics, and I know some guys that just watch the movies are obviously out of the loop, I'll give you a quick history. Agent Venom is a real thing in Marvel Comics. It is Flash Thompson, and what happens is he loses his legs, but he was also a soldier. So the Venom suit is used as a controlling method to give him back the ability to walk, and he can also carry out missions and do good for his country. Now, at the same time, we do have Flash Thompson in the MCU, although he's nothing like the actual Flash Thompson from the comics. This one happens to be an intellectual bully instead of a muscled meathead. So there's already that difference. But in Spider-Man Far From Home, right at the ending, right after they went through all of this horrific stuff where they could have died, we see all of the characters are back in New York, and Flash's parents couldn't even bother to be there, and he looks rather disappointed. Now, this is leading many people to believe that he's going to go down the path of trying to be completely different than what's intended for him, and that he's going to join the military, thus setting up Flash Thompson going overseas, and if they need to, they could use the Venom symbiote, albeit a different way than the current Venom movie, and introduce their own black suit. And this would make a lot of sense and definitely would be a different version, and you could change exactly how you approach this, and it's a far cry away from what they did over there, so it wouldn't even be something that people are mostly aware of. And honestly, you don't even have to call it Venom. You can call it something completely different, but still give it that symbiote property and have him suit up and use it in that way. They could take on the approach from the Ultimates where it's like a cancer suit. That could also be a cool way. Now, I know people are going to bring up the actor and be like, look, he's not big enough. Okay, I see you there, but let's say if Venom is coming maybe to get somewhat introduced in the third film, or maybe in the fourth film, like 5 years from now, the dude can hit up that Hollywood regimen and, well, get big, or at least get into soldier shape. And if that's the case, I think honestly it would be a good counter to the Venom we have and a good introduction to a newer version of the character. And this isn't the first time we've heard about Agent Venom in the MCU, considering it's been rumored before. So I wonder how they're going to play this out if it does end up happening, but I'm willing to give it a shot. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? A Venom without Spider-Man?